General, just to recap again, we are reporting that the Syrian Defense Minister, Daoud Rajha, has been killed in a suicide bombing attack, suspected suicide bombing attack at a security building in the capital, Damascus. There he is on the right of the screen there. And also, we're also hearing that the Syrian Interior Minister, Mohammed Ibrahim al-Shaar, and President Bashar al-Assad's brother-in-law, Asif Shaukat, were wounded in that Damascus explosion. We're getting more and more details coming into us all the time, which we're waiting to verify before we put them to air. But General, forgive me if you're repeating yourself, but viewers will be joining us all the time. If you can just put this into context once again, just how important this development that we're seeing right now is.
Yeah, as we said, it's a very important event. It's not, of course, the first terrorism operation inside Damascus, the capital. Is the third or fourth one. But the important that, as we said, that is the target and also who are the victims. The impact of this kind of terrorism operation is not only physical, is also psychological. Is to create an atmosphere, of fear, a climate of fear inside the capital and inside also the pillars of the regime, that they will be threatened anytime. And it will not be the last one, because as we said, if the Syrian regime can deal and control the area in Damascus where there is a fighting with the insurgent, cannot forbid, any terrorism operation like what happened today. And that reminds me what happened in Iraq with the presence of the American armed forces in Iraq, and the whole, the Iraqi security monitors could not, and they are, so far, they cannot stop any suicide operation. If somebody wants to suicide, that he can suicide anytime. It's very difficult. I was in the armed forces, and I know it was the most complicated problem we used to face, that to see somebody who wants to see suicide. And I repeat also, it's not made by the Free Syrian Army or any group, classical insurgent against the regime in the opposition. It's made by a group extremistic, well indoctrinated. They believe in their cause. They are not mercenary, because the mercenary, they are taking money to fight and they have good salaries. Those people, they don't care about money if they go to die, because they believe that they must go to die for their own belief and their own cause. I'm not saying that Al-Qaeda itself, because Al-Qaeda became a school, became a doctrine. I am not saying that Mr. Dawahiri, Sheikh Dawahiri, is given the orders, because, as you know, Al-Qaeda in Bilad al-Sham, that means Syria, is different than Al-Qaeda في بلاد الرافدين in Iraq and the others, and different than Al-Qaeda in the Maghreb, and they are independent in some ways. And any other groups we had in Lebanon, for example, Fatah al-Islam, we had fighting in North Lebanon, and now they are talking about some cells who were sleeping, and they are start to wake up in the right moment. And we have to understand that those groups are fighting for their own cause, for their own belief, and they are for their own religions, belief, and they are absolutely different than any other armed group who are fighting to achieve political goals or take profit or arrive to the power. Those people they will continue to fight in Syria, to fight this regime, and their operation, in my opinion, will increase. And we learned that 100 of them, they came from Iraq, some they came from Libya, and some they came from Tunisia, and some also they moved from the Palestinian camps inside Lebanon to Syria to fight.
All right, General, thanks very much indeed for the time being. I'd like you to stay there if you would, if that's okay, because we're expecting a press conference which will be held by the Syrian Information Minister at any moment in time. And if you have got the time, it would be great if we could just get your reaction to what he says. And hopefully we'll speak to you a little bit later.
Sure.